Growing up, I remember running the streets of our neighborhood, taking the change I could find and spending every cent on candy from the corner store. I remember renting a movie from the video shop every Friday night, and the owner knew us by name. Bumping into mom's hairdresser or car mechanic was common at the market. Before technology's rapid advance, the sense of community was strong. One thing that hasn't changed is how small businesses affect our daily lives. Culture, loyalty, and a sense of community are all things we value in a small business. And without them, our community begins to fade. But we could change that. We can bring back our childhood memories and create new ones for our children, starting with our communities and those who support them the most. And my name's Ed Stork, and this is The Local Lift.
I had a lady come in. She was married in 1962. She came in and she said, she didn't even give me time to speak. She put them on the counter and she said, "This is my wedding china." Okay. She said, "I don't care what you do with it, but I found you on Facebook and there was a picture of a woman in a wedding dress. And I was gonna sell these, and then I realized I want you to have them." And I'm like, wait, what? She brings her husband in. They bring in all of this wedding china that was theirs from 1962, along with this beautiful picture of her and her husband leaving the church. You know how everybody would throw rice? That's the picture. It's beautiful. She said, "I want you to have this. You can sell it, you can do something with it, but I wanted you guys to have it." That picture with that woman in the wedding dress, it just made me want to give it to you. I'm crying at this woman. So I looked at her and I said, "I won't sell these. I don't want to make money off of these. I want to do a promotion with them." And so I wrote down all of her information, like when they got married and all of that. So after the holidays, we'll do a big promotion with her china to give it to a bride and groom who were recently married. So we're kind of like paying it back. Because this woman was they were the sweetest people ever. Before The Lovely, I was in radio, and I worked in radio for over 21 years. In this same location, I've always been in Orlando. In the corporate world, I started out as a receptionist, and then I went into sales, went into programming. I did everything. It was like I could wear many hats. One of the things I always loved was working with a lot of people. I found that to be fun. It was what I really found I liked. So I used those skills with The Lovely, and that if we can find people that love vintage and curating as much as I do, then maybe we can work together on The Lovely, and that's what's kind of happened. It was always my vision to open up a shop where there were many of us. It wasn't just me. The reason why we're such a success is our vendors. They're amazing. They've become my family. I adore all of them. And they're all so different, and they're all so sweet, and their families have become part of what they do. So I get to know their kids, and I get to know their husbands and their wives, and it's just a really nice extended family for me. They are so creative. This is a creative outlet for most of them. Most of them have full-time jobs in the professional world. So this is a place that they can really be creative, and I want them to be creative. As you tour the store, you'll see each of their personalities in their collection. So that was our goal from the very beginning. The reason why I came to Audubon was it was always hip. Audubon has been hip when hip wasn't cool. Like, it's always just been a great place. And it started with Stardust. They're amazing. And I used to go to Stardust when I was like right out of high school. So it's been there forever, and it's a little gem, and I knew I wanted to come to this area. And when I heard that this space was open, because I needed a space that was large enough to have vendors, but not too big, I didn't want it to be overwhelming. I found out this was coming available. I walked in that day and I said, who do I call? I want to rent out this space. And immediately called the landlord, and they said, well, we haven't even listed it yet. And I said, you don't need to. Like, I'm here. I'm the girl. Let's go. And that's how it all started in Audubon. But I love Audubon. It's just a great neighborhood. Before I signed the lease, I called Jennifer, who is the director of the Audubon Park Garden District. And I had watched her on social media, so I knew she was really involved in the community and wanted to get her feedback on me opening up a store. And she was like, oh, you need to call Sandy at Park Avenue. And I was like, okay. So I called Sandy, and he just was so warm and so helpful with me opening up a store a few doors down, and he's always been helpful, always says to me, Kim, if you need anything, you just call me. I'm very, very appreciative of that. I had a daughter when we opened, and a lot of the reason why I opened was because I had a kid. I wanted to show her that there was so much more to life than just working a 9-to-5. Granted, this was a lot more, but I wanted her to see that if you work really hard and you stay focused, it taught her a lot of different things, like how to budget and how to have relationships with great people. So it was something that I wanted to do, and really was blessed enough to be able to do it with that good old 401k from that corporate world, and able to put that funding to this. How I balance my work and my life is, and my daughter, is Milla's number one, period. Number two, my second baby is the Lovely, and that's it. I don't have a lot of hobbies. I used to prior to the Lovely, but owning your own business, it really does consume your life. And I had a friend the other day say to me, you are a lifestyle. Owning your own business is a lifestyle, Kim. It's not just a job. And I thought, you know what, you're right. It is a lifestyle. It's not, you're constantly thinking. So it's Milla first, and then my second baby, which is the Lovely. So March 23rd, we closed for a month and a half, I believe it was, due to COVID. And I tell you, it was scary and amazing because we were able to have the time to start a website. And that's what we did. My daughter and I came here every day. We were under quarantine. Nobody was supposed to leave their house. But Milla and I would come here, and we would photograph and photograph and photograph. There's a lot of stuff in here. I could photograph for the next 5 years and still not get everything up. But it was a starting point, and definitely without that website, we wouldn't be here today. Definitely. We were able to sell online. We continue to sell online. Yesterday, I shipped something to Houston. It made my heart so happy. It was like, bye to Houston. But that's amazing to me, to think that people in different cities and different states are seeing our stuff when we put something up and a guy, down the street is buying it. It just warms me that we're able to be there for the community. Right now I have one started today, so now I have 3 employees. I love my employees. They're fabulous, and they are little ambassadors of the Lovely. They love the clothes, they love vintage, they love all aspects of what we offer. One of our employees wants to be a stylist, so she is practicing now and is a stylist. So we're able to help her with clothes, and then she goes out and does these amazing photo shoots with the photographer. And so it's a nice collaboration between us, my employee, and then this great photographer. The building that we're in, when I moved in, the former tenant was a hair salon and spa. So we have these beautiful, beautiful rooms that, you know, with sinks and beautiful cabinetry, and I didn't want to tear that down. So I thought maybe we can find people who want to rent a room and work out of here. We have an esthetician, we have an eyebrow girl, we have a fabulous nurse practitioner, and we have the best masseuse ever. So we're not involved in their business. However, they've all become great friends and part of the lovely family. I'm on the board of directors for Audubon Park Garden District. We are a Main Street neighborhood accredited by the Main Street National Program. And this city is terrific with the Main Street programs here in Orlando. So sitting on the board really just means that you're involved. We meet once a month. We have been doing Zoom meetings, you know, getting to know the new local businesses that open up, seeing if they'll become part of the Audubon Park Garden District so we can market them and you know, just bring more traffic into the area. The more that we all work together, you know, we work together with Park Avenue CDs, Dear Prudence, Red Light, PS4. We work together with everybody in our plaza. We do Vintage Valentine's, which is in February. We do Zombie-toberfest, which is an amazing fun event. And then we have a Christmas event outside as well. Have been all canceled this year, but hopefully we'll come back strong in 2021. But yeah, we hold events. We do vendors outside in our parking lot. It's fabulous. It's a great day to come out with your family and just enjoy the cute little neighborhood that we have. We can help the community not only by spending dollars, that's great, it's the ultimate goal, but there's so many other things that you can do that requires no money. Writing reviews on Google, on their social network feeds, follow them. Referrals, tell 5 of your friends about a great local experience that you had. Those things, the big picture, they mean the world to us. I've had customers come in and say, the only reason why I'm here is because I read a great review. Okay, thank you. Like, that to us is huge. So not only, I mean, spending money is great, and of course, we love that. But those small things mean the world to us and will continue to help us get out of this COVID time. There are some people who won't ever shop small. They are programmed to go to the big box stores. If, though, enough of their friends continue to tell them about the small businesses that are in their neighborhood, they might just come in one day and they'll be very, very surprised. The quality of the products that you find here at The Lovely are made to last. Yes, you can buy mid-century looking items at IKEA or some of the websites that are out there, and they're really cute. Totally think they're adorable. They won't last, and they're made not to last. They're made for you to keep going, keep buying from us, keep buying from us. Our items are really there to last in a home and to be passed down. I have a lot of people who come in that want to sell us stuff, furniture, so forth. And I'm like, please ask your family if they want these items. That's the most important thing. Try and keep it in your family, because these are items that were made to last. The wood, the clothing. Some of the clothes that we get looks like they are brand new. They've been worn, but the materials, the structure, the sewing, all of that was very different in the 1960s and 70s compared to what it is now. So always try and go vintage if you can. I love what I do so much. I can't imagine being in an office or working for somebody else now. This is it. The relationships that I've had, the freedom that I've had. I mean, I am able to go on vacation, even though the phone is always attached to my hip, but I don't have a boss calling and I don't have any of that. truly is a blessing to be able to work for yourself. I'd like to say to all of our vendors, all of our customers, thank you. It's so simple. Thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. I'm Kimberly Hellstrom. I'm the owner of the lovely boutique market in Audubon Park.